Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS. I'm on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for able to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm going to start with today's morning show. So we're talking about the match we happened yesterday, how Bournemouth take put a dent for Arsenal's title challenge. I know so many people see the vex till now, they still dey down, but you need to shake it off and let us unpack everything what really happened for the match we play yesterday. So talking about the match, we see say Bournemouth beats Arsenal 2-0. Now, how did this happen? When Mikel Arteta put out that lineup yesterday, we will do the pre-match analysis. Many people looked at lineup where I asked them, say, what do you think about the lineup? Everybody, they're very optimistic. We'll beat them 3-0. Lineup, they're okay. Lineup, they're okay. How is it that everybody that was saying lineup, they're okay after match now, they're going to complain about the same lineup? Right? Don't have to bust my brain. Now, for the match, I believe some players played below par. First of all, Raya, I don't know what to do Raya yesterday. Raya was making so much errors, unbecoming of Raya. Like the errors, it too plenty. Very annoying. You do some ones. In fact, Raya and Kepa Arrizabalaga are going to do competition of errors. Though Kepa do like one or two or thereabouts. He made one that could have led to a goal with Martinelli for what I don't know. The guy just missed that glorious opportunity before themselves can't enter our own side, Congo score. So it was quite unfortunate. Then Saliba, based on what happened, we can cost director because when you look at it, Arsenal played the second half, played about 65 minutes, not just the second half, even first half, because Saliba collected director for another kind of 30 minutes now. So 30 minutes add them to the remaining time they play. Because you say at about 60-65 minutes, we played one man down at the Vitality Stadium. So no be something we say they very, very easy to do. That's why at the end of the day, the likes of Bournemouth can collect their points. And talking about because if Saliba is the last man, then that player offside in day. Now the argument is some people they put out there, it gets people asking why Saliba no leave the guy if you want go score, make him go score. Saliba for just leave him, make him just run, score what he want score. At least we go see the 11-11 for the field of play. Then we go see how we go take equalize. That be the argument some people they do. Now, well, everything is very, very annoying. We wait things take go, but now I will still beg Arsenal fans say make una just take am easy. What it don't happen, it don't happen. We can't come and be crying over spilled milk on how things go. It don't happen. Let us see how we can move forward and move past this. I think that's the best thing we feel really do for ourselves, not to what we want to do again. So now, after this game now, so they call the interview Mikel Arteta, they very, very furious on the things that really happen.
Absolutely, we are obviously very disappointed with the result and gutted because we have to play again in that context, even more difficult than the previous two that we already faced this season. Playing for 65 or 68 minutes with 10 men at this level is just an impossible task.
Playing 65 to 60 something minutes, 10 men down in this league, in this EPL, it is an impossible task. She be not able to talk because people they talk. I don't hear many people say if na Man City, if na Liverpool, then go win. But you are speaking in the realm of speculation. You are just speculating. You don't really know everything. They different, especially when you are away from home. Don't be like say it for home. So every situation it they quite different. So we're going to judge things that way. If you judge them that way, just know that you are speculating. Don't be saying a factual statements you make because anything can happen to anybody. You get. Let's continue.
Accident waiting to happen, not to get the points, and I cannot fault the team, for their effort, the commitment, how intelligent they are to play in the way that we have to do it. There is a big moment, obviously, with 0-0 when we have a big opening, 1-against-1 situation with the keeper, and we don't manage to score, and in the other end we do that. But we have.
They hear that situation when they talk about say as we no score, then on the other end, I think they got the set piece. That corner they can't score. Now Martinelli chance. They talk about that chance. I was like, oh God, like I shout, say, see, chance where Kepa Arrizabalaga give you on the platter of gold. Where Martinelli bury him. The thing, he pay me enter bone, you get. So far, so good. Now, the first post-match press conference, so I thought I do the short version, about 4 minutes or thereabouts, what I don't see with this. I'm still expecting the long one to come out.
To follow ourselves. Football is a sport when errors are part of that. Tonight we made 2 big errors that has cost us the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, tonight we made 2 big errors, and I think David Raya own. Follow that. Keep your error. Oh my God, keep your error and Saliba error. 9 be the 2 big errors, but it doesn't mean there were no other errors will happen. There were less errors who do some lesser ones. So we say that's significant because it did not lead to a goal, but because Jacob keep your error and William Saliba error lead to a goal, that is why it is very, very major. Quite unfortunate. Let's keep on.
Do you make of the red card? Was it the correct decision?
Well, it was a decision made on the pitch, and that decision was changed. And now the decision, I don't think is going to change twice. So, decision made.
Ed?
Got obviously 3rd red card this season.
Yeah.
How can you resolve this issue?
The next question they ask now, the 3rd red card, don't collect 9 with this for this season, because they say we don't collect 3 red cards in about 8 games. So may hear at that response.
Well, there are things that we have discussed in relation to certain topics. What happens today, it's a very almost an unpredictable thing to happen, that the winger is going to play the ball to your center back in the air, one touch, and it's going to be a challenge there with 40 or 35 meters to go. Very difficult to plan it, but certainly, obviously, we need to play with 11 against 11 if we want to be in the position that we want to be.
Art?
Hi, Mikel. Just you talk about small margins a lot, and I think with those 2 errors, it just comes up again. Is it something that almost hammers home the importance of just getting the basics right all the time?
Yeah, but obviously they have the best intention, and Willie has never done anything like this, but he doesn't do it even on purpose of what happened with the second goal. But it happened, unfortunately it happened. We couldn't turn it around, which is very unlikely when it happens, especially that often and for the 3rd time in the season. We got to go away twice with it, even though the context was a bit different because we were ahead.
See, for this narrative now of Arsenal are an indisciplined side, they know the year war, they don't collect 3 red cards in 8 games. Do you think it's a fair assessment to say Arsenal they're indisciplined when you look back with the power of hindsight to see the circumstances so they collect all these 3 red cards? No be violent conduct. You get now things will be say other referees, like the first 2 red cards, other referees feel still let and go. So okay, men are jello. You get unlike the way they collect, because the first 2 red cards in the Declan Rice and Trossard get 2 yellow that led to a red. For things will be say other people they do, they go scot free. So when you look at all these things, I just they ask, do you think it is fair to say Arsenal they indisciplined? Because look at this thing what happened to William Saliba now. Response to stimulus, it can happen to any player. They say if you miss the player, don't miss the leg, all those kinds of things. But Saliba no sit down. Now just that response, like say, look at all this guy, you get that kind of thing. But it is what it is. Like Arteta said, the guy need to do this kind of thing, and even some not be deliberate, get based on saying not be even violent conduct and professional foul. That's why Saliba said they missed 1 match and not 3 matches aside. Earlier thoughts. You guess so. Let's continue.
In the result, but we have to accept it, move on, and have that pain that we have feeling at the moment for Tuesday. That's it.
Isak?
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
It's never easy with 10 men in, that obviously you had to change your plans in the end. But overall, what was your thoughts on your team's performance? Did you expect more from them on the pitch?
In the first part or in the second part?
In the second part?
More with 10 men?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what one more we can do when you have to play away from home in this league. It's hard enough to do with 11, so
exactly
what we've done with 10, I think it was quite remarkable.
Jordan?
Mikel, are you surprised that Saliba made the decision to bring him down? I know he was quite far away from goal, but it seemed like he panicked in that moment, and he's normally quite calm.
I don't know, it's a split of a second, it's a decision you have to make. The striker is on his back. Obviously, he doesn't expect the ball suddenly to be coming his way, and he just made a decision. And the referee decided to give a red card, or give a yellow and then a red card.
Mikel, can I just, from what you're saying now, it doesn't sound like you're going to
Trossard getting that pass.
Accept the decision.
Well, the decision has been made, so that's it.
Okay. And sorry, Nick at the back.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Aside from the decisions and everything, it wasn't your best performance this season. How much was that down to missing Martin Odegaard and Bukayo? Is there any chance for time to play?
I cannot assess a performance when you play 65 minutes with 10 men away from home. I mean, it's something
Come on.
impossible.
Okay, we last two. One here.
Commiserations, Mikel. How do you balance
times in
do you think the
Yeah, remember I said on Tuesday we play, I think Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah, so that was when they talk about Tuesday in the Champions League. So that one's another key game. So Saliba go play. So maybe Saka, maybe that's why they rest Saka, because we never really, from the post-match press, I don't even hear anything about Bukayo Saka said they want rest him or anything.
We've heard a lot about referees calling this season. Do you think it should have been called?
I don't know. They have their own process. They decided to do it that way. That's it.
See, I did that talk finish. Now, they can't even the interview. I watched the interview of Andoni, will be the manager of Bournemouth. So, but back on the clarify, say red card really helped them. Say red card make the game. They somehow simple.
Against Arsenal, obviously, once they receive the red card, the game becomes a little bit easier. Not easy, but a little bit easier. But even before, I think we were doing a good game, and I think it's a very valuable 3 points for us.
All right, so now what I'm done to talk. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, now so the press conference take go. So, more just take heart. Don't have to say it don't happen. Let's look at the aftermath. Many people go talk plenty things. We'll just see how people take the react to how things they go. All right, so away from this now. So Pep Guardiola for your own press conference. So they're going to ask him about how the challenge of winning the league 5 times in a row, many things. But back when they explain, say this competition, what would they see now? As it be now. Say it gets some people where they improve them. Like you remember when he be saying now Jose Mourinho in the face. Some of them they try to see, okay, I go win the league, you go win the league. Say Jose Mourinho made him a better coach. After Mourinho, Klopp entered. Klopp also the challenge. Klopp made him a better coach because he got this get sleepless night. Got to see how he would outthink and Klopp to win the league. Now Klopp don't do Klopp don't jackpot. Get those who will jackpot. Now Arteta turn. So Arteta is making him a better manager because they see the challenge from Arteta and he understands it. So all these things now challenge you say he need those challenges to become a better manager. Now on the flip side, we can't even say Manchester City are willing to sell Kyle Walker next summer for around £15 million. This one said shocked me, you get, but it's for sale. We'll just see how it will go. But now this same thing, I believe why they address that time. BBC Sports now actually post this story. They talk say, do Arsenal have a red card problem? And could it cost them the title? And it goes back to the indiscipline where people they talk about say Arsenal players know they discipline enough. But me, I think you should look at the context of how they get all those red cards. Do you think all the 3 red cards is down to disciplinary issues? For me personally, I don't think it is, because I think these 3 decisions we see, most of them are just a response to stimulus. You get, could it have been avoided? That should be the right question. Could it have been avoided? Declan Rice own, yes, could have been avoided. But Trossard own, I don't think that could have been avoided, because Trossard if talk say no here the referee whistle. You get, say no thing, tonight being your argument. So for me, I don't know what I think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because they say Mikel Arteta said it was an accident waiting to happen, but just how costly could Arsenal's red card problem be to the Gunners' title hopes 8 days into the new campaign, and we'd already get 3 red cards. Not be saying a violent conduct, no, it's even the boss my brain. They already get 3 red cards, but it is what it is. Now, the Mirror, when they talk, say Premier League don't make William Saliba statements after what Declan Rice talk. Now, the Premier League, when they explain why they upgrade William Saliba yellow card into a red card. So Arsenal saw their unbeaten starts in the Premier League come to an end on Saturday with a 2-0 defeat to Bournemouth, with French defender William Saliba sent off after a VAR review. So when you read the entirety of this report put out by the Mirror, they say the Premier League have penned a statement explaining why William Saliba was sent off against Bournemouth on Saturday. It reads, the Premier League gave Saliba a yellow card for a challenge on Oliver Nelson. Then the VAR team can't deem unnecessary, says Saliba denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity and recommended an on-field review. The referee then upgraded it to a red card. Now, Declan Rice can demand talk say make Arsenal try to cut out the mistakes wey then they do for games following Saturday's defeat to Bournemouth. Speaking to Sky Sports after the full-time whistle, Declan Rice said, "We've kicked ourselves in the foot 3 times in 8 games, and we've got away with it at home to Brighton and away at Manchester City. Bournemouth kept probing and made it 2-0. I'm proud of the players for fighting even with 10 men, but the naivety, we need to stop making mistakes because we want 11 players for 90 minutes, and that's what wins you football matches. With 10 men, we've showed a lot of character and personality to stay in the game. The big chance was Martinelli's, and the keeper read it and made a great save." Everybody still talk about that Martinelli save. Get if to say Martinelli buried that in, probably the game will get a different outcome. But what can we say? And that's why I remember when I go back in time, that time when all those incidents they happen, when we say I analyze the Trossard incident, the Declan Rice incident, then I was a strong advocate of say, you for no do this thing, for no do this, but people who don't play football professionally, can enter my DM, call them say, "Sir CHUKS, if they play football, this thing, I think say, you know, we even think, and before you know, you don't do it." All those delaying a restart, even though they want to the players, they're very rigid, try to stop all these things. But people they let us to say, pussy, and that is looking to be true because many other people play. I said they do them. Look at yesterday, they give someone your yellow card for delaying a restart. I think it was, I don't forget the player when I declared who be Trossard. Somebody won't carry bus, they collect, but no one making hold, but they get a yellow card. Just someone you don't say you're not supposed to do that thing. Like this thing, I don't just understand why it be like that, but it is what it is. Continue with the reports. We're going to talk about waiting happen with Howard Webb, because that thing said don't cause another controversy. Because when you watch, you go see say when then give Saliba yellow card, Howard Webb can they discuss with somebody. So everybody can they feel say maybe Howard Webb they talk to the VAR people, say make them upgrade that and say it's supposed to be a red card. But now the Mirror is saying Howard Webb was not communicating with the referees as the decision was made. Webb was simply listening to the communication between the on-field team and the VAR official. So Webb had the ability and get the equipment to actually listen to what the VAR and the tell referee, but then they talk say they talk to them. But from the video where we see, Webb was actually speaking as if they talk to somebody on the phone. I think I even have the video here. This is the Webb they talk, but then they let us know say this video say Webb no they talking, just they listen, but in lips they shake. When they see the thing they shake say when they talk, they listen, and as in they describe self maybe now the movement of Saliba, say Saliba the guy he fall and down, so you're not supposed to upgrade that into red card. The video is out there, so many people are talking about it. So I don't really know whether this is that defense it go fly get so what more they see how everything they go at the end of the day. I think somebody else even put the report, I think from Sports Bible. I will see get to that report. So we'll get there, we'll say analyze the same issue again. Now, Emmanuel Petit, can they reveal, say Mikel Arteta gets one concern about this Arsenal shock defeats. So about they talk plenty. So when you read the entirety of this report by the Metro, Petit can they talk say normal Arteta way know for the touchline. You go there animated, you go to talk, you go to back out instructions, but Arteta just stay quiet, he just stay calm. It didn't look like himself. Baba, you go look like yourself now. 30 minutes, your player don't get a red card. You go to think about the Liverpool game, self. You go to think about different things. I go there with yourself. You know, so the possibility of losing don't dey there. Get so that's part of it now. So I no expect Arteta. What do you want me to do? So making the jump up and down. Moreover, so if the jump up and down, and I go say into the jump. So make him calm down. He don't calm down and I say into calm again. Baba, which one he go do? Which one he go do? Say Mikel Arteta looks quiet on the bench. Petit was telling Premier League production. I bet me I calm down with this in our criticisms with this guy. Say usually he screams at his players to show energy all the time and tries to impact his players and talk to them every single second. But today he looks very, very quiet. Well, now I was telling you about this report from Sports Bible where Richard Keys was calling out Howard Webb over William Saliba red card after noticing PGMOL chief actions in the stand. So Richard Keys was calling out PGMOL chief Howard Webb as VAR checked an incident involving William Saliba during Saturday's clash between Arsenal and Bournemouth. So in the 30th minute, Saliba do the normal level way happen. So Richard Keys they say why Howard Webb go intervene? Why ain't go to talk? Get even Jamie Carragher self put out a statement. He asked questions, say what they call her? Howard Webb no they involved for this discussion. Although Carragher can't let her go delete the tweet because the Sun carried that report. So the Sun say Gallagher deletes tweet about Howard Webb after VAR chief is spotted on phone during Arsenal star Saliba's red card VAR. So this is a statement, although it has been deleted now. So Jamie Carragher was asking, was Howard Webb involved in the decision making of the red card for Saliba? You get the call sharp, go delete them. So why then delete them? I don't really know, because it looks quite evident that Webb was texting, he was talking, and then the claim say no, they talk or just they listen. Well, we know they did, so now their word against their own word. Anything they talk, well, we no get choice now. We got stick and the way we be. Now, Tony Adams, Paul Commerce can give like an observation where him don't notice. So Baba can talk say, as of now, the way this obstruction law they go. So it be like say the FA know they really follow the law very well, because this thing where they say they give players the leeway to block people, all those things. But now what in the scene are wrestling. So because when you see corner kick, you will see say some players will they mark another player. They're not going to look ball. They go just face the player where they want marking. They're not going to look ball. They go hold you, not going to make you go anywhere. Say, why should that be allowed? Even though according to the laws, they don't penalize them. Say when you obstruct somebody unnecessarily, you will be penalized if you give away a penalty. But yet, the referees, they're somewhat lenient. So Tony Adams when they explain, say, back in my day, I don't know whether obstruction came into it as you used to have to defend properly and not wrestle people to the ground. Likewise, when you are in the other box, you have to move away from them because the goalkeeper probably got too much protection during those days when I used to play. All the stuff that I saw, all the blocks that they are using, we did that. I remember when we won the derby back in 1993 and the Lingan blocked the Sheringham and Ruddock, and I went around the back and scored the goal that won us the semi-final. But back when they explained, say, PGMOL needs to tighten up the rules around obstruction, despite say Arsenal self they enjoy from that particular obstruction. So, but they explain, say, waiting they see now wrestling, no be blocking. So they need to actually see how they will stop all these things. Now being own arguments, and in arguments, they're out of place. So Chris Sutton, remember saying that this man I predict say there will be an upset for the Vitality Stadium. So it all come aside like when they blast Arsenal. Say Arsenal they very, very careless. Say you cannot be dropping points for title race when you say you want to beat Manchester City. Even though Rodri don't go, this same Man City, if you give them gap, if Man City win Wolves today now, they go 3 points ahead of Arsenal. If Liverpool mistakenly beat Chelsea, now Liverpool go 4 points ahead of Arsenal. You cannot allow people to give you this type of gap, even though some other people from another school of thought to say there is still time. CHUKS, get now match game 8 with day, many games, more than 20 something games, still plenty. So many things are still going to happen. Man City will drop points, Liverpool will drop points, but Chris Sutton is saying we cannot let this fly. We are talking about Arsenal trying to topple Manchester City, and to do so, you can't keep dropping careless points as they have done this season on a couple of occasions. They did this against Brighton at home, and have done it away tonight at the Vitality Stadium. Well, it is what it is. I don't go blame Chris Sutton. It's one of those way people talk say we will drop points, and drop points we did. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like this particular show. Don't forget to share our content. Many people they see them. And don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us if you're watching on Facebook. And to do so, God bless you guys. So this brings us to the biggest news of the day. So Bournemouth don't put a dent for Arsenal's title challenge. So will Arsenal come back stronger? It gets when all their players don't return. Well, we'll live to find out. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think this is a fine place for us to call the show an end. So it's like come your way later tonight to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. And get mouths and happy Sunday.